How's it going, guys, and welcome back. So the next part of this is going to be the meat and the potatoes of of a review or a video, and that's going to be getting to know the flashlights, getting them in hand, testing them, and seeing which one's going to come out on top. So we've got our 12 flashlights, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 categories that we're going to be rating them in. It's going to be a 3-star system, nice and simple. 3 being above average, 2 being average, and 1 being below average. And that's how we're going to kind of rate these up, and then we'll tally it up at the end. Our categories are not perfect, but I think they're going to cover the basis of what we're working on here. And that's kind of what the whole principle of this is going to be, is which one of these is the best EDC flashlight for everybody. So let's talk about the 7 categories real quick. Like I said, they're not perfect, but I think it's going to cover the broad spectrum of things we're going to be looking for in a light. Thanks for your guys' comments. I did go through and read those and kind of adjust my list. This is probably the 3rd list that I've came up with, and I think it's going to be the most complete that I can come up with in the amount of time that I usually take to do videos. So let's start off. Category number 1. I was actually redirected this way from Sean, talking to him. I ran him through my categories, and so I kind of tweaked this one a little bit because I know lumens matter, but they're not the most important thing. So the way I'm going to break it down is lumen per dollar. So how many lumens are you getting per dollar when you make your purchase? For example, if this was a $100 flashlight and you got 100 lumens out of it, 1 lumen per dollar. If it was a $100 flashlight and you had 1,000 lumens, 10 lumens per dollar, so on and so forth. So that'll be our first category that we're going to consider. Next one is, how does it carry? And so essentially that's going to be the same thing. If it carries horribly, one of these flashlights I know does, but we'll get back to that in a second. It'll get below average. If it's average compared to the others, that'll get 2 stars. 3 stars will be just carries phenomenally, awesome light. And that's going to be how we're going to do that. And that's essentially just going to be taking it in and out of the pocket, putting it to the side, putting it wherever you would carry a flashlight, and seeing how that feels and how easy that is to carry without being a big pain in the rear end. And then next up is going to be the user interface. Giving this to somebody who isn't familiar with flashlights, and isn't familiar with 1,000 modes. How easy is it to use? Just pick it up and, I want to light something up. I want it to be brighter. I want it to be dimmer. Maybe play around with some of the additional features. How easy is it to access that? And then we're going to get to features, and I think this is going to be probably one of the most interesting categories, because I know for a fact, like this light here, let's bring this in frame. So I know for a fact that this light is not going to carry that well in the pocket. You can see that. But it's got some pretty cool features, so it might, outpace quite a few of these others on features, where it's something that's a standard basic light with just clicky, that's not gonna shine so well in that. So I feel like these categories are gonna help me make up some where some may be lacking, might really help pick it up on the other end to kind of level the playing field. So we have features, and then in-hand use. How easy is it to carry? Is it comfortable in hand? How easy is it to access the button? How does the button feel? And so on and so forth. Then the overall quality, just looking at things like, just the construction, is the clip really thin and flimsy? Is it really thick and solid? How is the buttons, or how are the threading? I know some of these are threaded really nice, and then some of them are a little bit looser. So just overall quality. And then the last one is going to probably be the one that's subject to tweaking, and that's going to be power source and runtime. Some of these lights are going to come in with batteries when you order them. Some are going to come with no batteries. Some come with built-in batteries and an integrated charger. So we're going to be tweaking that one a little bit just to see what ones how I can level a playing field to make it fair to all of these. So power source and runtime is going to be one that might get tweaked a little bit by the final video. So, alright, that's my rambling, 3-4 minute introduction. Now I'm going to just kind of take you through and just show you some of the testing that I'm going to be doing. This is probably the most boring video that I'll be putting out for this series, but I just wanted to give you guys an idea of my mindset. So we're going to get footage of the testing, we're going to get it in hand and get some actual use, and then we're gonna kind of put the video together, and I'm not gonna let you see all that, but there'll be a little bit more green screen work, and then there's gonna be just some close-up video focusing on the lights. Essentially what I'll do is I'll put up a screen, list all the lights, talk the category over, show some footage of the testing, and then put up the rankings of all of them from leader down to the worst, maybe some notes and something that explaining why, because I think doing a video on each light in all these categories and explaining in depth why these ones are would be a super long video. I don't know if people would be into that, short attention spans, so I'll probably just do the ranking. Anything that's notable I'll put in a note, and then I'll just do some clips of testing. So that's that. Like I said, this isn't a very eventful video, but I wanted to let you guys know where we're at, and I already started filming some testing, and we're just going to continue with that. So I'll put some of the clips of the testing going in, and then yeah, maybe some of the cool shots that I'll be getting, and then we'll probably wrap this up here at the end. So all right, thanks guys for watching this section. I'm going to put some of the other stuff on video and then share with you guys. See you soon.
Alright, so I'm down in my basement. Essentially what I have is a blurry flashlight in front of you, which I can correct. There we go. So essentially what I'm doing is, I've not done this before. I'm just going to try to have the subject like this in the forefront, see how it's lit up well. My green screen is lit up well, and there's no shadows. This is what I was talking about in my last video, like ideal situation, ideal circumstances. So I'm going to just try to have the flashlight be the subject, and I might black out the background or something like that. Because when you see like a professional flashlight video, like by the company that put it out, you see a lot like a black background or like some sort of tactical type background. And that's where I'm going to go, because I want to have the video have a little bit of a commercial feel to it. So that's the direction I'm going to go, and then I can also use that as an overlay for when I put up stats. So I have something playing in the background, just the clips going in and out of the pocket, and then have the graphics go over top of that while that's faded in the background. So there's still action on the screen going on to kind of keep the viewer watching, but then it also has the information as well. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just filming going in and out of the pocket. I'm filming just a couple of sections and segments for when I introduce the stats. Hopefully at some point I've been able to figure something out with the background like this. This is the ideal situation. You can show this off, you're not getting washed out, you're not having lights in there. And essentially what that looks like is, hold on, I have, let's see if I can show you. So I have my green screen there, I have my light there propped up, and I have my camera here. Hopefully I didn't lose my angle. Oh boy. Tripod's falling apart. My budget is like 0. Oh snap. I need a new. Welcome back to Jack Farmboy. We're a high production video entertainment company. Hopefully you all enjoyed that. So, I don't know if I'm really going to include any much more in this video. I just wanted to give you guys an update, let you know where my head's at. By all means, if you have any more feedback, throw it down in the comments below. That's kind of what this video has been evolving as you guys have been interacting. So, thanks as always, guys. Have a good one. And we'll see you next time.